Welcome to BISP solution in our series of learning FCCS. Um, Today we will learn about loading data into FCCS. In in last session we saw how to load a data through data management and and other other data load through direct bulk and EPM automate. We will see today the how to load data through direct bulk and EPM automate. So basically the our intention is to load the data into our application. So in last session we saw it as an through DM. Now we will see it through direct load. The other forms are also there, data form and a general input, which we will see later on. So let's begin with the direct bulk load. So first we will go to the application. So this is our application, and and under this application we will go, this is our home page. Under application we have to for loading data into application, there is a specific format through which we can upload our data. So let's see the that format. So the specific format is this one, direct data load class. So this is our data. So, so this is the format in which we are supposed to load the data directly into our FCCS application. So the format is simple. Is the first column is account. The second and third column we have to define the period for which we have to upload the data, and fourth point we have chosen to load data for January and February, and here we have to define the point of view in the fourth column, in the D column. So this is the point of view which we have already defined in this file, and the fifth column is data load cube name, that is console. That is in console cube we are going to load this data, and we have defined the point of view, the intersection at which the data will be loaded, and this is the data which we are supposed to load into our application. And the first one is for January and the second one is for February, and these are the account name. So we can, through this file we can upload a infinite number of data into our application, and we can add as many rows as we need to load our data. So you can see I have already defined the POV, that is January and February is the period which we have already defined. So the next point of view is FCCS no moment entity input, that is the entity currency, consolidation dimension. And for data input, that is the data source dimension, entity currency is our currency dimension, and FCCS no intercompany is we have defined for intercompany dimension, and the actual we have defined for a scenario. Year we have defined F515, and the view have defined as periodic, FCCS periodic. Similarly, we are loading this data for no product, and we have chosen the entity as n underscore 101 and FCCS under for local gap. So the point of view we have already defined here, and amount is given here. So let's save it once again, and go to load to our data in the application. How to load? So first we will go to the home page. Under home page we will load application, click on application and then to overview. So this page comes here. So the loading of data is as simple as uploading a file or attaching a file to an our email and sending it to others. So similar process is here. So under this overview, we will under action, we will, since we are going to load the data, and this is not any dimension custom specific, since we will choose the option import data, while in case of metadata we are supposed to choose the dimension for which we are going to load the metadata. So under import data we will just click on it. So after this screen we will have to click on create. Under the create, we are going to load the file which we have to upload into the application, and this is our file. This one, this is our file. So the location will be local, file type will be comma delimited because our file is of a CSV nature. This one, CSV nature, comma separated value file. This is the comma delimited, and import mode will be replace. It will replace if there is any data available on this account already. Accumulation type will be none, and source file we have to define the location of this file. So we will go to our application, the source where the file is located, class purpose. So this is our file. We will just select it and we'll just validate it. Import data job successfully. Just click and just click on import. So it has given us a message that import data submitted successfully, and we will just click OK, and we'll see the result in the process, the status of this in jobs. So see, it is showing us for import data, it is processing the file. It is under process. See, it is under process. Just keep refreshing it. It will give us an message whether it has been accepted, it has loaded the data successfully or not, or if there is some error in it. So as the green color tick arrived, it means it has uploaded the file successfully into our application. And let's see if there is any error. What is the job status? Job status is completed. So what it has done, it has read 25 line items, and how much he has record, 26 records he has, the application has processed. So there are exactly the 25 numbers of line items we have uploaded into this application. So we can quickly see this result in our smart view. So this is our smart view which I have already logged in, and we will just copy paste the account detail from here to here, and our entity is an underscore north 101, that is n101, and we will just click on it, refresh. So there has been, the data has not been arrived because the POV we have defined here is not as per which we have uploaded in our file. So actual is there, periodic is there, entity currency is there, no moment is there, general input uh, is written here, while we have uploaded the data into data input. So we will change this from general input to data input. Entity input is was there in our uploaded file, no intercompany, local cap, no product, and just we will refresh it. So this is the data which has arrived. We just now uploaded through our file. So we can see the file has been uploaded successfully. So for CB receipt, actually it is displaying the alias name. alias name, while in our file we have chosen the account member. 1500 for January and 1000 for February for all the members. For all the members. See, it has uploaded successfully. Now, in our second method, after bulk, we can upload this file also through EPM automate also by automating the process. We will just quickly see how we can upload this file into through EPM automate, and through which we will also schedule this data. For that, I have already created an uh, file format for uploading data, and this is our the data. Same file, same format, but the accounts are different. For the same period, January and February, same point at the same point of view, and the at the same data load cube name, but only the account have been changed. These accounts were not available in our earlier file. Let's see how this can be loaded through EPM Automate. So first we will launch the EPM Automate. So here comes the EPM Automate utility, and we need to log in into this application. So this is the command which we are supposed, first we need to log in into the application. So this is the command which I have already written on it, and we'll just click on it. Here we need to define our login ID, password, and the URL of the application, FCCS application. So it is processing. It is taking its own time to give a message, successful message. So login is successful. So after this, we have to upload this file into our application. So this file will appear as we in the this case we have uploaded the file directly, but we will do this through scheduling it. So for that purpose, the file is supposed to be uploaded, available in this inbox outbox explorer, in this one, inbox outbox explorer. So through EPM automate, we will first upload this file into this inbox outbox explorer. So for that, we need to run a command, call EPM automate, call EPM automate, and to define the location of the file along with the name of the file. So this is our file. Just right click it, go to properties. Under security, we can find the whole path of the file. So EPM automate, we have selected the path, the local, the path in our local drive. So under inverted commas, we will just click it, and it will load our file into the FCCS application. So it has given us a successful message of uploading it. So let's go to our application and see whether it has uploaded the file or not. See, this file through EPM Automate, we have uploaded the file into our inbox outbox explorer of application. And from now here, we will create a job which we will schedule, and will that will automatically upload the data into our application. So for this purpose, we will close this window, and we'll go to action, click on import, and we'll just click on create. So the import data screen available. Earlier we have chosen the local and then selected the source file, uploaded the files. But for those files which are already available in our inbox outbox explorer, we will use this option as inbox. We will just click on replace, and we will have to in place of uploading the file, since this file, we will give the name of the file which is available in our application. So for that, we will just copy the name of the file which is available in our outbound, in our inbox outbox explorer and that which we just seen. And it is necessary to write .csv, and we'll save as job, and we have to give the name of the job, data load job, data job. We have to give the name of error file, because in case if there is any error occur, it will generate that error with this file name, data load job error. Hence we have kept this as a name identical to our job name. Just we will save, the job has been saved. We will just close it and just refresh. So that job has already been available in this our import data file. From here we will just close the data, and we'll go to the jobs, and we'll click on schedule job. As we are going loading the import data, so we will click here import data. It is to be kept in mind that there are different options what type of job is this. So we should remember that while loading import metadata, loading metadata, we must use this tick this import metadata. While exporting, we must choose this export data. So it is necessary to choose the correct option. So as we are loading the import data, and this is the option through run now, but we will just schedule this, starting from we can schedule this job for as per our convenience, maybe after 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour today, or or in the midnight. But for our testing purpose, we will just increase the time by 2 minutes. So on 8th April 2022 at 2:51 a.m. it will load our file. So here we have to provide the name of the job, enti data, sorry, data load job. Do we want to we can provide here the recurrence pattern, daily, hourly, once in a week, run once, or monthly or yearly. We have this option also. So, but we will choose here the run once, and given the time of 2 minutes after the present time, and we will just click on next. So this is our job, data load job, and we'll click on next. Just see the particular whether it is proper or not. Otherwise we can go to our previous tab, but the data is the review is proper. We will choose the click on finish button. So it is processing. It is already 7:21. 2 minutes has completed. So it is here we can see the data load job is, it is processing here. So you see, it has given us a successful message. Given as a green tick means it has been completed successfully. Once we can check this. So this is the completed message. Outline data load finished successfully. So 12 records were read and 13 were processed. So let's see how many records were there in our upload file, flat file, CSV file. So they are the 12. The total number of rows are 13, but it has loaded only the 12 rows, which contains our data. So it has successfully loaded our data, which we can quickly see in our application. So this is our data, and just click on this as our entity were same. We'll just copy against all this account member and we'll click. We'll just refresh it. See, the figure has been uploaded into our application for this head: income 1, income 2, and income 3. Let's change the stream to default. I think it will need to none. So this has given us the account name here, and we can just cross check from here the amount which we have uploaded here are matching or not. See, double five 4 times 0 1, double five 4 times 0 2, and all these have been loaded successfully, and the amount is similar: 1500, 1000, 15,000, 1500, 1000 for all the members. So this files is uploaded successfully by us through EPM Automate, and we have scheduled that job by creating through EPM Automate. We first uploaded the file into the application in the inbox outbox folder explorer, and from there we created a job for that uploading the data, and after that we schedule that job, and it has automatically loaded the data once the time which we have framed for that arrived is, and it successfully loaded the data. So this is the second method of uploading the data bulk load, direct load, and EPM automate through EPM automate and direct load. The process is similar, but the file format is similar for both the method, but the process is different for both of these. Now we will go to the data form. So data form is also a one of the method of inputting the for loading the data into our application, and it is basically used for loading the budget forecast and plan figures for any particular entity or for a particular period or for a particular account members. So for data form, we will go to the navigator, and under create and manage there is an option known as forms. So we will use this form. So this is the library where all the data forms where can be seen. To create a data form, we have to click on action, create a simple form. So we have to provide the data load form. We can provide any description for loading budget figures of January for an underscore 101. The queue will be console, and just go to the next tab, layout. So here we can see all the point of view are appearing here, and we have to define each one of them and have to choose this account member from our uh, to design it in our rows and column. So we will take this account here in the left in under the row, and we'll consider period into the column. We just need to have to drag this into our, we have to click on this point of view and just to have to drag into column section. See, the it moves from point of view section to attribute dimension section under column, and we will choose the entity. So this is the entity amount, entity column, and account. And the data will not be, we will not be able to punch this data or upload the data unless and until we define all the point of view. For that purpose, we have to get this all the scenarios into our page section, so that we can define each and every point of view, and we are able to upload the data or to insert the data into our application. So this is the page view, currency, movement, data source, consolidation, intercompany. We have to just click on this and drag into on this page. This is where the page is written here. So it will automatically moves from point of view to page section. So this is the file. First we will define the account. The account. So for this purpose, we will click on this drop down menu, drop down button, and click on edit. So here we can see the hierarchy of balance sheet, the account member, and we will, let's choose those account member which we have uploaded earlier, so that we can compare with them. So we will choose 44 000 11. Let's 44 000 11. So this is our receipt. So let's select this total, the parent member here, total cash details. That is a 44 000 11, and uh, just click on this small button, and that is written as FX. And so from here choose descendant, as we have chosen the parent member dynamic calc, and all these are or all these are its children. So after by choosing this ID descendant, the parent and all its member will be available to us, and just click on this place selection in separate row. It will give a separate row for each of the members. For each of the members, we will see it. For the period will be, from here we can select the period. So the period hour is January. So the period is January. See, here comes here, and the year is, here we can also select from the dimension. Our year is 2015. Click on this 2015 entity. Our entity is n underscore 101, which is here. Move it to the alias column, this one here, and it will save. We can just quickly save this our format data form, so that it can be worked upon later. So we have saved this data now, and we can see a preview how it look like from here. See, the it looks like this, that all the children under the parent cash details is appearing here. This is, we are loading data for January FY 2015 North, for which entity? North 101, that is n underscore 101. And this is gray dimmed, and we are unable to input any figure because we have not defined this all the dimensions. Once we define all the dimensions, it will allow us to punch the figure or insert the figure. So the scenario will be, just a minute. budget is not our this scenario. Just click on this, edit. We are loading this data for plan. We'll put this figure for plan. So we have selected here plan. Currency is our entity. In place of selecting from the available dimension, if we know the point of view, we can also write it here directly. Data source, our data source is data input. So we will put here data input. So for intercompany, we can select it from this dimension by clicking on this drill down. Intercompany top, no intercompany. Just select it, move to the right side and just click on this. So no FCCS, no intercompany. And we are loading this for no product. So I am writing it here itself. Our view is periodic. And we'll move on to the next dimension, that is no movement. So and our consolidation is entity input. So there are the two method of either we can directly type here, it will accept it, or we can simply click on this arrow drill down, click on edit, and from here we can select that particular member. So under IFRS, local gap is available. Move it to the right side, click on this, click OK. So it has, I think we have defined all the point of view POVs for our data load. So this is plan, entity, currency, data input, no intercompany, no product, periodic, no moment, entity input, FCCS, local gap. And this is the January. So we are loading this for plan, not for actual. So column is here. Under column, what we have done, it is January, FI15 and entity. So we will just click it and just will click on preview. From where we can say whether what we have selected is proper or not. See, so now it has we are able to punch it. The earlier it was not allowing to punch, it was gray dimmed. Now it has been activated to load the figure, but the inserting of this figure is not from here. We have to input the figure from other through data status, which we will here we can only preview the data. So we will just close it and we'll finish it. So this is our data which we have just created. Data load form. We will just close this through navigator. We will go to data, and under data we can see the data form which we have just created, data load form. The description we can see for loading budget figures of January for n underscore 101. Just click on this. So this is the figure where we can upload our figures for January, and which will be saved automatically into our application. So for this purpose, we will just provide the figures for it. Let's say it is 2500. I think in January, for January we have uploaded 1500. Yes, 2000, say 1000. Our budgeted plan figures are 1200, and for the other it is 1500, or say 500. After clicking the figure, just click on save. So it is processing. We can see from this bar which is running, which is showing as so data has been saved, and we can see this output into our application also, in our smart view also. So just move this data into the second sheet. So data form. So what we have done, we have loaded the figure for these number figures, these number figures for January. Just click on refresh. We have to, I think we have to click load, have to connect with the smart view once again. So just click on panel. So this one is, we will move on this to. So 11670 is our, just click on this. This is our application name, and just click on connect. Ad hoc analysis, console. So this is our POV, and we will define the POV for this purpose. So the here scenario is our plan, periodic, entity currency, no movement, data input, entity input, no intercompany, local gap, and it is our no product. So this is under plan. Now we will move on this plan to here, so that we can see the data. So this is the plan figure for January 2015, and for comparison purpose we will put this as actual, and just click on refresh. So this is actual, but the period is different. We have to choose the period as January, so that the figures which we have uploaded through direct bulk load can be seen here. Data, data input, entity currency, local gap. I think it has changed our actual January FI15 entity, no input, no intercompany, local gap, no product. Let's see whether this figure is available or not. As we have created a new connection, that's why it has, I think it has given us the old figure. It is not giving us the our old figure. So here is January entity data input, everything is fine. So here is the figure which we have uploaded here also. So we have seen here that we have uploaded the figure through data load, which are now available 2500, 2000. So this figure is available here in this uh, smart view. So this is an another method. Generally data form is used for uploading the figures for budget or a plan or forecast purpose. So we have seen the loading of data through data form, and there is also one another method of general input which we will see it quickly. So through general input, actually we don't pass insert or data. We just pass an adjustment entry through general input. If something is went wrong or some adjustment is requirement or some correction is required, that can be taken care of by general. So for that purpose, we will use this consolidation general. This is the screen, and under that we will choose the POV for which we are supposed to upload the data. So this is, let's choose it for the plan. FI15 January periodic entity input. It's okay. Just click on click OK, and for this POV we will create a general. So this is the general. We will pass an transfer entry. So what will be the general type? The general type will be regular. It will not be for transfer of wrong entry, into cash and bank. So what will be the data source will be general input, and from we can choose the group as others, and just click on save. So it is in working status actually. General one detail transfer entry working, and we will pass this entry. We can see here. This is our all these are the cash account, and this is the bank account. So we will transfer cash into our bank. So we, for this we will click on create, and from this gear we will choose the pick members and choose the account where we need the adjustment. So the adjustment will be passed on. We will transfer this amount from 14 to 15. Double four entity is our n underscore 101. We will choose this one. From account we will use 13. This is CB agency. Intercompany will be no intercompany. Movement will be no movement. Multi gap will be local gap. Product will be no product, and click on OK. So under the plan, let's see, we have passed this entry by 1200 and 1500, but we are supposed to arrive at this 1000, and it will make it as 17,000. So minus 200 and plus 200. So the result should be 1000 and 1700, because what we have done, we have wrongly passed the entry into this account by 200. So it has showing it an excess amount, while this bank account is showing a less amount. For this bank reconciliation purpose, let's see. So the we will credit this CB agency by 200, and we'll just click on save. As we have created one line item, for creating other line item we can copy this row from here and just click on create. So it will automatically select all the dimension, but we just need to change the account name. So it will be 440014. So intercompany will be no intercompany. It has selected those dimensions which were for was available for first line item. Local gap, no product, this one. And we'll put this amount as 200. Unless and until this variance becomes 0, it will not save this general entry. So we will just click on this. Now it has saved our entry. So this is the entry which is now created. And as a next step, we will click on this action. For the general, we have to first submit it, then it will be approved by someone. And once it is approved, and it will be later posted. For this purpose, as an accountant or as an executive, I have submitted this task. So I will just click on it, submit, and will give the reason for passing this entry correction entry passed. And we can also select some document or file in support of our this comment or passing this entry. This is which we can do through browse, but we will just click on submit. Now the status has changed from working to submitted. See here, from see here. Now the second option is, first we need to scan the general entry, as it is giving no scan completed, no errors detected. So this is the process which we are supposed to do before submitting the data. And after action, the someone will approve it. Approved, say, and will approved. Cannot be, there is a message, action approved cannot be performed on the general with label transfer entry as the period is not open. So it is to be kept in mind, we must take care of this, that for passing this general entry, the period for this mm, the period, that is the January, must be open for passing this entry. As it has been not open, so we will close this account. We'll go to the navigator. We will first open the period. We'll go under so where it is data manage period, under application, click on manage period. So it has opened the manage period. See, we have to select the scenario. Scenario is our plan. It is already coming. The year is 2015, and the period is, say, the status is unopened. So from here we can just open it. Open. Now it has been opened, and we'll just click on this. We'll go to the home page. Under home page, we will go to consolidated consolidation general, where we have passed this entry. So this is our general entry. This is the pass entry, the entry which we were passing, this one. So under action, the status is submitted. It's pending for approval. So as we have opened the period, I think it will not give any message. Approved. So it has approved. Now the status has changed from submitted working to submitted, and submitted to now it is approved, and from approved it will be posted. Please post the entry. So we will just post. Now the status has changed to posted. Now it has passed our entry. So we will just close this. The status can be seen here, can also be seen from this from this main menu. The status is posted, while other it was earlier was pending and submitted, approved. So we will just refresh it, and we'll see the result whether it has passed the entry properly, yes or no. So we will click this, and for this data source, for this purpose is, our data source here will be changed. So see, So there is no figure change because we are seeing the data source we have selected here is data input, but it should be general input because we have passed that entry through general input. So we will just take this data source dimension here. We'll delete this one, and under plan we will see this data input, and we'll select the general. How can we select this general? Click on this, on member selection, select the specified dimension data source. Under data source we can see total input and adjustment, general input. So click on this and just refresh it. See, it has given us the entry which we have just passed. So from cash, I think we have chosen a from cash it has been transferred to bank. Minus 200 here and 200 here. And let's see whether we can see the figure here in the under member selection. Go to data source, total adjustment and input. See, so it has changed our mm, the total. So as we have selected the topmost member of the data source, so it has given us the final result. When 1000 minus 200, it comes to 800, and 1200 plus 200, 1200 plus 200, it comes to 1400 because we have passed one wrong entry, and for that we have passed the adjustment entry. So minus 200 CB agency. See, this is the entry. From here we can also see the PDF print. So this is the entry, not CB agency minus, it is credited minus, and bank city 1 200 debited. So it has shown our result here. So we have seen we can also pass upload the data through general input, but through general input we generally pass the correction entries or the adjustment entries which are required for FCCS purpose or for our chart of account for managing the adjustment and to correct our final loaded figure. So what we have seen today is loading data through direct bulk method and through EPM method, and also inputted the figure or inserted the figure through data form by creating a data form and passing an adjustment entry through general input. So that's all for today. Hope you find it a useful session. We'll meet in our next session. So thank you.